Examine this cosmogram entitled The Perfect Mirror with maximum detail, taking into account its mutual co-definition and that the spiral starts and ends with the number 4. Then analyze the logic of the following poem. The past can never be born because it is the death of it. The future can never die because it is the birth of it. This moment neither began nor will end because it is the joining of the two. Your absence is your past that was never born. Your presence is your future that will never die. This one and only moment is the transcendence of both, the one without a second, always never the same. Perfect mirror, a cosmogram analysis and poetic logic. The image presented is a profound cosmogram entitled The Perfect Mirror that reveals an intricate symbolic framework representing the interconnectedness of existence through mathematical, philosophical, and spiritual dimensions. This analysis explores the deep structure of this cosmogram and examines the logical consistency of the accompanying poem through the lens of non-dual awareness. The cosmogram's symbolic structure. The cosmogram presented functions as a multidimensional map of consciousness and reality. At its apex is the word Ubuntu, a Nguni Bantu concept meaning humanity towards others, or I am because we are, establishing interconnectedness as its foundational premise. The hierarchical framework. The cosmogram is organized into 3 distinct levels that flow from top to bottom. 1. Identity pronouns, arranged in 3 hierarchical rows. I, we, you, me, us, them. Mine, ours, yours, representing the spectrum from individual to collective consciousness. 2. 6 fundamental dimensions, arranged around a central geometric figure. These dimensions represent the core aspects of existence. Self, imagination, universe, life, reproduction, biology, nature, regulation, behavior, who, Father, Holy Spirit, Son, Parent, Virgin birth, Child, Mother, Sacred egg, Daughter, when, where, eternity, moment, history, presence, distance, absence, infinity, movement, location, why, fulfillment, sacrifice, longing, freedom, restriction, destiny, acceptance, condition, denial, when, how, context, interpretation, meaning, reality, construction, perception, existence, sensation, experience, all, equality, operation, quantity, symmetry, recursion, pattern, wholeness, division. Fraction. 3. Mathematical foundations. 3 mathematical representations appear at the bottom. A spiral sequence beginning and ending with 4. A vertical line marked with 4 at its top. And a flower-like pattern of intersecting circles with numbers 1, 2, and 4. The equation 1, 1, 2 anchoring the entire system. The central numerical matrix. At the center of the cosmogram lies a numerical pattern arranged in a square. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1. This pattern reveals perfect symmetry with 4 at its center, creating a mathematical mandala that embodies wholeness through its balanced numerical relationships. The spiral's significance. The spiral is particularly significant in this cosmogram. In Congo cosmology, the spiral is the cosmological symbol of the Bukongo. The spiral indicates the origin and destiny of the mankind. Men come from the heavens where they go back. 2. Here the spiral appears to begin with 1, progress to 2, and culminate in 4, suggesting evolution and return, a journey from unity through duality to quaternity and back to wholeness. This mirrors the Congo cosmogram, which depicts the physical world Ku and Seke, the spiritual world Ku Mpemba, the Kalunga line that runs between, the 2 worlds, the sacred river that forms a circle through the 2 worlds, the 4 moments of the sun, and the 4 elements. 1. The poem's logical analysis. The poem presents a series of apparent paradoxes that mirror the cosmogram's structure. The past can never be born because it is the death of it. The future can never die, because it is the birth of it. This moment neither began nor will end, because it is the joining of the 2. Your absence is your past that was never born. Your presence is your future that will never die. This one and only moment is the transcendence of both, the one without a second, always never the same. Logical consistency through paradox. From a conventional logical perspective, the poem contains apparent contradictions. However, viewed through the lens of non-dual awareness, these paradoxes resolve into a coherent philosophical framework. 1. Temporal paradox. The poem establishes that the past cannot be born because it has already died, ceased to be present, while the future cannot die because it perpetually emerges into being. This is logically consistent when we understand that the terms born and die are referring to the state of existing in the present moment. 2. Present moment as transcendence. The assertion that this moment neither began nor will end is logically consistent with non-dual philosophy, which recognizes the eternal nature of presence. As one Reddit user expressed, when you recognize the infinite presence of the current exact moment, you lose track of the past and future. You simply just experience the now. 3. Absence-presence duality. The equation of absence with past that was never born and presence with future that will never die creates a coherent framework where experiential reality presence is distinguished from conceptual reality absence. 4. Non-dual resolution. The line "the one without a second" directly references Advaita Vedanta's concept of non-duality reality as a unified whole without true division. This provides the logical foundation for resolving the poem's apparent contradictions. 4. Dynamic constancy. The final line "always never the same" expresses the paradoxical nature of reality as both unchanging in essence yet constantly changing in form. This mirrors concepts in both quantum physics and ancient wisdom traditions. Mutual co-definition. The cosmogram and poem both employ mutual co-definition. Each element gains meaning through its relationship to other elements. In the cosmogram, concepts are arranged in symmetrical patterns that define each other through opposition and complementarity. Similarly, in the poem, past, future, and absence, presence mutually define each other, resolving into the transcendent this moment. The number 4 that begins and ends the spiral manifests throughout the cosmogram, in the central 4 of the numerical matrix, in the 4 elements of existence represented, in the cosmogram's quarters, and in the poem's 4 key concepts: past, future, absence, presence, that resolve into unity. Conclusion. The cosmogram, the perfect mirror, and its accompanying poem form a logically consistent system when viewed through the lens of non-dual awareness. The apparent contradictions in the poem resolve into coherent expressions of the eternal present moment that transcends yet contains the polarities of existence. The spiral that begins and ends with 4 beautifully captures this journey from unity through differentiation and back to wholeness. As described in non-dual teachings, this already is infinity. You already are eternity. You're experiencing it right now. Stop looking for all these things and you might see it. Your idea of what they are is never the truth of them. 3. The perfect mirror thus invites us to see beyond the conventional dualistic framework into a more integrated understanding where apparent opposites mutually define and ultimately resolve into a transcendent whole, the eternal now that is always never the same.